Welcome to DAV Sri Vishnu Vidyaniketan online classes. Today we are going to discuss about the next part of animal tissues, that is connective tissue, fluid tissues and nervous tissues. Already we have gone through epithelial tissues, muscular tissues in part 1. In this module we are going to discuss about the connective tissues which are present all over the body. Here we are seeing muscle tissue which is connected to our bones, which is giving support to walk and do our routine works. Let us see connective tissues. Here we have fibrous connective tissues, supportive connective tissues and fluid connective tissues. Three types of tissues we are going to discuss in connective tissues. Fibrous connective tissues, they are loose areolar fibrous connective tissues, dense white fibrous connective tissues, dense yellow fibrous connective tissues and adipose tissues. These are type of tissues which are useful to bending, elasticity, storing food and support and organelle attachments. Loose areolar fibrous tissues, these are the tissues filled with air spaces, occurs beneath the skin and most epithelial layer connections organs together. Here description of areolar tissues like this. Here we have some macrophages, mast cells, fat cells, fibroblasts together. So here these tissues containing some air spaces, they will attach the two organs together. Fibroblasts secrete collagen and produce elastic fibers. Macrophages, they will protect our body against infections. Mast cells, they secrete matrix and release histamine and heparin. So all these are anti-agglutinate and anti-inflammation process cells. Then fat cells, synthesize and storage of fats. Areolar tissues will allow the movement between two structures. They will bind both organs together, both tissues together. Suppose skin is one kind of tissue and it is attached to muscle with the help of these areolar tissues, and muscles are attached to our bone with the help of these areolar tissues. The air spaces which is filled with some sticky substances, they will fill the space between two tissues and they will connect that both tissues. Fibroblast. Here we are going to discuss about fibroblast. They are supportive tissues. They are white fibrous cartilages and yellow elastic cartilages are there, and bone is also one supportive tissue. Here what is cartilage means? It is a delicate bones which are responsible for made of nose and ear lobes. So they have collagen fibers, non-elastic and densely packed, arranged at parallel bundles. Fibroblasts are allow them to dense white fibrous connective tissues having collagen fibers and matrix fibroblasts together, and in dermis of skin and tendons. Here derma means skin, it is also a connective tissue, and these dense yellow fibers consist of collagen fibers. Finally they are forming ligaments. These ligaments make our bone to attach to another bone and they will hold bones of a joint in a place, and they will give a movement of bones and they will give elasticity of our muscles. Adipose tissues, normally found beneath the tissue. When we are taking food, the excess of energy will be stored in the form of adipose tissues. They will store food in the form of fat and oil molecules, globules. Then they will found in beneath of our skin in the form of fat. It is normally known as cholesterol. Two kinds of cholesterols are there, bad cholesterol and good cholesterol. Here we can see the real images are microscopic images of areolar tissues, adipose tissues, bone tissues and cartilage tissues. They are microscopic structures. We can see them, the air spaces, and here we can see the round globule structures of adipose tissue. We can find them in beneath of skin, and they will store the excess food in the form of fat or oil globules. Now we are going to discuss about hyaline cartilages. These cartilage cells containing some nucleus and matrix, and they will occurs at the end of bones is movable joints, parts of our larynx, in the walls of trachea and bronchioli. Elastic cartilages, they will find the earlobes at the tip of our nose, and it will form the epiglottis spectrum of nose. All these are made up of these elastic cartilages. They are very tender bones actually. And now let us take a look about compact bones. Occurs in bones of skeleton. Our total skeletal structure is made up of these compact bones. All bones together jointed with the help of cartilages and tendons functions, and they will give support, protection, locomotion. Red blood corpuscles and white blood cells are produced by this bone marrow, and the matrix which present in the narrow hollowness of this bone. It serves as shocks absorbers between adjacent vibrants, and it depends on shocks to make dislocate less easy. And here we can see some functions like these bones are attached to some muscles. Here we have different kinds of muscles. So these muscles are attached to these bones, and they will give good support and good enough strength to move on to one place to another place, and they will give great elastic support. Ligaments and tendons will join two small bones. Now we are going to discuss about fluid connective tissue, that is blood. Blood containing lots of cells, that is blood plasma, erythrocytes, leukocytes and blood platelets. All these are cells. Blood can flow to one place to another place. It is a fluid, semi-solid content, and that's what it is known as a fluid tissue. So, blood containing red blood cells. Red blood cells can live about 120 days. The lifespan about red blood cells is 120 days. After 120 days, they will go to the lysosomes and voluntarily they will bury themselves in the place of red blood cells. New cells will be formed. Here they will play a major role of clotting of blood. Then they will transport oxygen to blood from the lungs to leaf cells, transport some of the carbohydrates from the body tissues to the lungs. So here we are going to discuss about another types of cells, that is white blood cells. They are capable of fight with antigens, and they will produce antibodies, and they will protect us from lots of diseases, and it is responsible for our immune system and our resistance power. They are known as cops of our body, otherwise the bodyguards of our body. Now we are going to discuss about nerve connective tissues. These nerve cells are containing body tissue and axons and terminals. Body part containing some dendrites and axon cells containing some myelin sheath. They have Ranvier nodes and they end with terminals. One nerve tissue's dendrites are connected with the terminals of another nerve cells. They all are arranged in a chain linking process and they connected all over the body and they will end at the spinal cord. In the spinal cord, we have a sciatic nerve and all these nerves are connected at that point and they are directly connected to the brain. And brain, all these nervous systems will connected to our sense organs and these sense organs having some receptor cells. These specific receptor cells will give stimulations to these nerve cells and these stimulations are taken to the brain. Then immediately brain release one command to what to do and what not to do. And due to that commands, some motor cells are giving commands to our bones and muscles. They will do activities and they will do some works. That's all for today, children. We will meet with another new topic in our next module. Thank you, children. Keep learning, keep getting knowledge.